Hey there Tana, I'm Shadowscythe, and today we're doing an on-the-spot review of the brand new Corpus bow, the Lenz. Now, for those of you that kind of know me and know my playstyle, then you know that I am a big fan of the bow and arrow weapon type in Warframe. However, here's the thing and after almost 5 years, the Corpus themselves finally got a bow. Now, here's the thing that at least stat-wise, makes the Lenz a little bit tricky. Because, as you can see, its accuracy is at 16.7, that charge rate of a whopping 1.2. Whew. I'd highly recommend using like speed trigger on this in place of shred, just because from the way it sounds with the stats, yes, it has low impact and cold damage numbers for your initial shot, and then after a delay the bolt fired will actually explode. And if this works out like other crazy ass weapons like the Mutilist Cernos or any of the spear guns, then putting that additional punch through that you get from shred on is actually gonna make the bolt over penetrate, and then the explosion from it's really not gonna do anything. But also, as you can see, it comes with 2 dash polarities, which makes throwing on Crash Course and then modding, or at least starting for the 120% combo, really easy. 50% base crit, 5% status, only a 0.6 reload, which is about normal for any bow. Now, unlike other bows, this one is actually alarming because of the fact that you're not firing an actual arrow. More or less, it's firing a bolt. Just to be sure, I will compare this to other weapons of the same type, just so that it doesn't seem like that I'm talking out my ass. And then obviously I have it on mag so that I can start power leveling it while I show the weapon off to you guys. Anyway, Mutilist Cernos silent. Just a comparison to a few others. Silent. 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 Yeah, so it's primarily just due to the fact that this is essentially like a super high-tech crossbow in bow form. I need to swap that regalia on my back really quick before I jump into a mission, just because I'm at the point now that I'm trying to get back into positive standing with Red Veil, so I'm focusing on my Steel Meridian. And as you can see, I'm only bringing my Furious as kind of a means to keep my own health up. But other than that, I'm not taking any other weapons. So we are set to public. Let's go to Lua, Stoffler. And let's see just what kind of massive cancer inducement this weapon's gonna cause. Alright. That right there is why it's alarming. Oh, it's a longbow. So they finally built onto that weapon type over the Daiku. So if you don't fire your arrow within 5 seconds, then guess what? It's reholstered. Ooh! Oh! So magnetize does fuck up the detonation, because you can kind of see the AoE that it'll cause. I may still have to put Shred on here. So that's actually kind of cool. Oh no, it doesn't totally fuck it up. So what it does is it hits for the impact damage, then it triggers the cold proc, and then after it triggers the cold proc, it explodes. It is... So although the description says a 1-2 punch, it's like a it's more like a 3-stage poison. Because you have damage on contact, damage before actual detonation, and then you have detonation. You do need to be careful though, because as you just saw on my screen, you can actually catch yourself with the cold proc. Get my shields back up. And I will do it again. See? Ooh, shit. We have a host migration. Really, Warframe? This is what happens when you pick someone with shitternet to be the host. But yeah. So you definitely need to be extra careful with this. But at least as far as having the innate blast damage and cold, you can pretty much scale your blast up easily, and then with the cold damage you can easily mod for magnetic, viral, just make it even more blast, possibly. And my throat is really dry for some reason. Fuck that cold proc. That self-damage is just super shitty. We've literally gotten the bow form of a grenade launcher. As amusing as that is, I'd probably say that this weapon is more or less mastery fodder, unless you really, really like the Corpus Arc type of weapons. Volt, why are you using your... Why are you using your speed? And even now, you guys can start to see the fall off that I'm getting, because this isn't optimized. And, ooh.
The impure, the unworthy have no future.
New Loka on me. Rip. Fucking viral shit. Alright, I need to do this because this charge rate is just ridiculous. I mean, now, this thing might actually scale really well with Avara. That's something that I will definitely have to playtest and get back to you. But as far as the weapon itself, it charges slower than the Daiku. its damage is spread out across 3 stages, making it not all that good for just clearing hordes of enemies. It's more or less a CC gun, and it's completely pointless. I mean, it's definitely good to have for, in terms of mastery. But as far as, like, actually using it on a regular basis, unless you're, like, a diehard fan of the Corpus archetype, I don't really see too many people using this all the freaking time. It just does not seem viable at the moment. However, who knows? That might change with a couple of forma. Like I said, this is an on-the-spot review. This is pretty much just to see how it performs right out of the gate. And then I can make my judgment as to how,
reinforcements available.
like, what direction I need to go in order to mod this thing. But I will let them move on. I am done. And that was just super trolly. I really feel bad for the dude that they just bailed on, because they waited until the last second and then shifted over to extract. But anyway, as far as that goes, that's going to conclude the on-the-spot review for the Lenz. But before that, since I didn't talk about it earlier, this is another Clan Dojo research weapon available in the Corpus, well, in the Energy Lab. As for what resources it actually requires, I will post a little snippet up in the corner right around now to show you what it costs at the base level, and then you can pretty much apply any sort of clan multiplier to it. That all being said, if you like this video for whatever reason, hit that like button and subscribe. If not, check out some of the other videos on my channel. I'm sure there's something there that you guys will really enjoy. Other than that, if I'm just not your cup of tea, it happens. No big deal. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and player.me to stay up to date with all things related to YouTube, Twitch, and IRL. Also, if you guys would like to help support the channel in any way, shape, or form, be sure to check out my game list link in the description box below. And until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.